Welcome to Bemanda Podcast, your frontline source for smart, sharp, and straight talk on IT trends, tech truths, and digital transformation. Here is today's podcast in English.
Imagine the perfect digital colleague, tireless, intelligent, always learning, and get this, able to build powerful solutions just from your spoken words.
Yeah, what if you could build sophisticated business apps or automate really complex workflows?
Or even create intelligent chatbots, right? All by just, describing what you need. No coding required.
For a long time, that really did feel like science fiction, didn't it?
Absolutely.
The barriers, the traditional barriers to creating these kinds of powerful digital solutions were, huge. Often needed specialized programming skills.
A deep understanding of databases, lots of development resources.
Exactly. It was sort of closed off unless you had that computer science background, basically.
Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to cut through the noise and get straight to the essential insights.
And today, we're diving into the Microsoft Power Platform.
A fascinating journey, really. We're specifically exploring how Power, virtual agents, Copilot, and the integrated AI capabilities are turning that old vision into reality.
Yeah, it's revolutionizing how organizations solve business challenges.
Our mission today, unpack these powerful tools, understand what each one does best, its individual strengths.
And crucially, see how they work together, because that's where the magic happens, creating these truly intelligent, responsive, and efficient solutions.
Solutions that, used to be just for the expert developers.
And all the incredible insights we're sharing today, we should mention, they're distilled from the comprehensive training materials provided by Bemanda Technology.
Right. We're giving you a shortcut, getting you incredibly well-informed, whether you're an IT pro or just really curious about what's next in business tech.
So let's kick things off. First up, Power Virtual Agents, or PVA.
Okay, PVA. So what if you could deploy a tireless, ever-learning digital assistant, one that handles all those routine questions that swamp your team right now?
Exactly, freeing them up for the complex stuff, the high-value tasks.
Yeah.
That's really the core promise of PVA.
It sounds like a foundational piece.
It absolutely is. Power Virtual Agents is fundamental to the Microsoft Power Platform, and it's specifically engineered to make creating AI-driven conversational bots. Well, simple.
Simple is good.
But what's really revolutionary here isn't just less code, it's the shift in who can actually innovate.
The democratization aspect.
Precisely. Power Virtual Agents democratizes AI development. It allows, say, a non-technical business user to deploy an intelligent bot in, days, bypassing those traditional IT bottlenecks.
Which radically speeds up problem solving, I imagine.
Hugely.
So the core purpose, then, is enabling anyone, not just programmers, to build sophisticated chatbots using a visual interface.
Exactly. An intuitive graphical interface. Your analogy is spot on. Think of Power Virtual Agents as those super efficient, perfectly trained receptionists who never sleep.
Always on call, ready to greet users, understand what they need.
And direct them where they need to go. Efficiently, consistently, 24/7.
So what kind of interactions are we talking about? What can they automate?
Oh, a really wide array. Everything from basic customer service questions, FAQs,
right,
to internal IT support requests, or even routine HR questions about policies, benefits, things like that.
And how do they understand? Is it just keywords?
No, that's the key. They use natural language understanding, NLU. So they grasp what a user means, even if the exact words aren't, explicitly programmed in.
That makes a huge difference.
It really does. The impact is significant. It drastically reduces the load on human agents, enables that round-the-clock self-service.
Which users probably love.
They do. It enhances user engagement, and, importantly, it tangibly increases process efficiency across the whole organization.
And you mentioned it's part of the Power Platform, so it doesn't just stand alone, right? It connects to other things.
Absolutely not. Its real strength comes from that deep integration. It connects seamlessly with Power Automate for complex workflows.
Okay, Power Automate, that lets the bot do things.
Exactly. Trigger actions in hundreds of external services, sending emails, updating databases, you name it. It integrates with Dataverse for secure, structured data management. So bots can read, write, update information in real time. That brings real context to the conversation.
Dataverse, right, the underlying data layer.
And it works hand in hand with Power Apps, allowing you to embed these intelligent bots directly into your custom business applications.
Making those apps way more dynamic and user-friendly.
Precisely.
So Given how versatile these bots can be, where are companies actually deploying them? Is it mostly internal stuff, or are they customer-facing too?
It's really both, and that's the beauty of its multi-channel deployment. You can publish them across Microsoft Teams, obviously great for internal employee support.
Makes sense.
You can embed them directly on public websites or internal portals with just a snippet of code.
Easy enough.
Integrate them into existing mobile apps, or even deploy them on popular messaging platforms like, say, Facebook Messenger.
So you meet users where they are.
Exactly. Whether it's an internal HR query or a customer needing support.
And what about the serious enterprise concerns? Security, governance, tracking performance. How does PVA handle that?
It comes with robust enterprise features baked right in. There's powerful built-in analytics, so you can monitor bot performance, see what questions users are asking.
Identify where to improve it.
Exactly. Pinpoint areas for continuous improvement. And crucially, it adheres to Microsoft 365 controls for security, governance, and compliance.
So it meets those strict organizational standards.
It does. Plus, for developers and citizen developers alike, it supports incredibly rapid prototyping. You can test and adjust the chatbot logic in real time.
That immediate feedback loop must be invaluable.
And makes the iteration cycle incredibly fast and efficient.
And it's not just plain text back and forth, is it? Can it provide a richer experience?
That's right. It supports rich user experiences through these like adaptive cards and dynamic content formatting. That allows for more interactive, visually appealing conversations.
Which probably boosts engagement quite a bit.
Definitely makes a difference. And for the pro developers who need to push further,
Yeah.
there are extensibility options. You can use APIs, custom connectors, advanced workflows.
Yeah.
So you can build highly specialized integrations and custom logic if you need to.
So it scales from the citizen developer all the way up.
It really does.
Yeah.
A powerful tool for a wide range of users.
This reminds me of a scenario based on the Bemanda materials. Let's imagine Sarah, a citizen developer, talking to Mark, who's in IT.
Okay.
Sarah, Mark, look, our HR team is just swamped. They're getting the same questions about leave policies over and over. It's eating up so much time. Is there any way we could automate some of these?
Mark. Oh, absolutely, Sarah. That sounds like a perfect use case for Power Virtual Agents. It's this fantastic tool, lets you build chatbots without writing a single line of code. You just tell it what questions to answer, how to respond, and you build the conversation visually.
Sarah, really? So I don't need to be a programmer. I could set up a chatbot that tells employees how many vacation days they have left. That sounds almost too easy.
Mark, exactly. Think of it like training a very smart, very patient receptionist. We'll set up the topics, give it some trigger phrases employees might use, and it can even connect to our HR systems through Power Automate to fetch real-time data like those vacation balances.
Yeah.
You design the flow, PVA handles the tech heavy lifting.
That scenario with Sarah and Mark, it really nails the ease of getting started. So let's pull back the curtain. What does it actually look like building that first bot in PVA?
Well, like Mark hinted, the beauty is that user-friendly, browser-based interface. It really does eliminate complex coding. It's very iterative, very interactive.
Okay, so how does that journey start?
It's surprisingly intuitive. You just access the Power Virtual Agents platform online, usually through your Microsoft 365 account. You choose your environment, maybe a dev space, maybe your main organizational one.
And then?
From there, it's largely visual. You're not looking at lines of code.
Right, so you're in the environment. How do you actually make the bot?
You'll choose to start from scratch, maybe a blank canvas, or use a template. Give your bot a clear name, something like Help Desk Bot. Select its main language.
Okay.
Then, simple click. The platform starts setting up your new assistant. It's surprisingly quick just to get that initial shell up and running.
What's next after that? Do you just start building conversations?
Well, it's actually really beneficial to first explore the pre-built system topics. Things like greeting, goodbye, escalate to agent. They're already there, pre-configured.
Ah, so you can see how they work.
Exactly. You review them, understand the predefined conversation patterns, the logic. It gives you a great template for how to think about building your own custom topics. Sets you up for success.
And then comes the custom stuff.
Then the real fun begins, yeah.
Huh.
Creating your own custom topic. Let's say submit IT request. You define a set of trigger phrases.
Those are the things users might type.
Right. Natural language inputs like, I need IT support, or my computer won't start, or submit a help desk ticket. You typically add maybe 5 to 10 diverse phrases to make sure the bot recognizes the intent, even if the wording varies.
Okay, trigger phrase is set. Then what?
Then you move to the visual authoring canvas. This is where you literally draw out the conversation flow. You add different nodes.
The building blocks.
Exactly. You might start with a message node, maybe saying, thanks for reaching out, I can help with that.
Yeah.
Then an ask a question node to capture user input. Could be free text, could be multiple choice.
Can you make it branch based on answers?
Yep. A condition node lets you branch the logic based on responses, guide them down different paths depending on what they need.
And this is where the integration power comes in, connecting to the back end.
Precisely. You could add a call and action node. That's how you trigger a Power Automate flow to perform those back-end tasks. Turns the chat into action.
Crucial.
And really importantly, you store user input in variables within the bot. That makes conversations dynamic, personalized, much smarter.
Okay, you've designed the flow. How do you know if it works?
Testing is paramount. Absolutely essential. You use the built-in test bot pane right there in the interface.
So you can try it immediately.
Immediately. Type one of your trigger phrases, simulate a conversation in real time, check responses, conditions, actions, make sure it all behaves as intended. It's an immediate feedback loop. You refine it on the fly without leaving the designer.
And once you're happy with it?
Simple click. The publish button makes it live, ready for deployment. It's really that straightforward. And then optionally, you connect it to channels, deploy it to Teams, embed it on your website, integrate into a mobile app, maybe even connect it to Facebook Messenger. Remarkable flexibility to meet users where they are.
So a lot of that foundational work really hinges on managing those topics and trigger phases effectively. That seems key to making the bot feel intelligent.
Absolutely. That's where it understands what users mean, not just specific keywords. At their core, topics are these self-contained units of conversation, each designed for a specific user intent. Think of them like individual playbooks for different scenarios. Each has a name, trigger phrases, and that defined dialogue flow. They're the building blocks.
And those trigger phrases, they're the way in.
They're the essential entry points, yeah. The natural language expressions users might type or say to kick off a specific topic. And the incredible part, as we said, is the NLU, natural language understanding.
It detects intent, even if it's not an exact match.
Exactly. It's not looking for rigid keywords. It's understanding the underlying meaning, the context. Makes the bot feel much more human, much more intuitive.
That's critical for a good user experience.
Totally. And within a topic, bots can also offer suggested responses. These are clickable options, proactively guiding users, reducing ambiguity, making it smoother.
Like the receptionist offering HR or policy lookup.
Perfect analogy. It streamlines the interaction.
So mastering these concepts, topics, triggers, NLU, it's crucial. It ensures the bot feels smart, relevant, responsive.
It really does.
Yeah.
You want it to get the user's true goal, even with varied phrasing. And for the developers or citizen developers building these, you have to be mindful of overlapping intents.
Making sure the right topic gets triggered.
Yeah, ensuring different trigger phrases don't accidentally kick off the wrong conversation. That just leads to confusion.
What are some best practices here based on the Bemanda materials?
Okay, for developers, use diverse natural language trigger phrases. Think how people actually talk. Avoid robotic phrasing.
Makes sense.
Also, limit the scope of each topic to a single, clear intent. Keeps it manageable, prevents confusion, helps scalability, and definitely leverage those system topics. Greeting, fallback, escalate, handle common interactions gracefully.
And using variables consistently for capturing input.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Capture and reuse input throughout the conversation for personalization and dynamic responses. That's key.
What about reusing parts of conversations, like logging in?
Great point. For reusability and efficiency, use the call another topic node. Link reusable dialogues like authentication or a standard confirmation step. Avoids duplicating logic everywhere. Keeps your design clean.
And finally,
Regularly test and refine. Use the analytics, see what's working, what's not. Continuously improve accuracy and user satisfaction. It's an ongoing process.
okay, now here's where it gets, I think, really transformative, connecting to the back end. What if your chatbot could not only understand questions, but actually take action in your business systems?
This is genuinely a game changer. That seamless integration with Power,
Yeah.
Automate Microsoft's cloud automation platform, it elevates PVA. It goes from just a Q&A bot to a true business process assistant.
So it can execute complex logic, interact with external systems.
Perform data-driven actions in real time, all triggered by a simple conversation.
So we're talking things like creating records in SharePoint, sending emails, querying databases.
All of that, even authenticating users, triggering workflows in big systems like Salesforce, ServiceNow, Dynamics 365. It's not just talking, it's actively doing. interacting with core business operations.
How does that work conceptually? PVA talks to Power Automate.
Pretty much. The key concepts are straightforward. Power Automate flows are sequences of automated steps connecting services. PVA bots can invoke these flows during a conversation.
And they pass information back and forth.
Exactly. The bot passes variables, user inputs to the flow as parameters, and critically, the flow can return values back to the bot.
Ah, like a confirmation or some data.
Right, like a new ticket number, a status update, fetched account info. The bot then uses that to continue the conversation intelligently.
Walk us through the steps conceptually. How do you trigger one of these flows?
Okay, first you identify the use case. What do you need the bot to do? Submit a support request to SharePoint, get account details from Dataverse, call an external API for order status.
Got it. Define the goal.
Then, you build a Power Automate Cloud flow. The trigger needs to be this specific one. When a Power Virtual Agents calls a flow, in that trigger, you define the input parameters. The bot will send name, email, issue description, whatever.
And then you add the steps the flow needs to perform.
Correct. The actions could be create item in SharePoint, send approval email, update Dataverse record, call an HTTP endpoint, diverse actions. And then powerfully, you use the return values to power virtual agent action.
To send data back.
Exactly. Send specific data back, ticket number, confirmation, account details, allowing the bot to respond intelligently.
Okay, you build and save the flow, then back in PVA.
Back in the PVA authoring canvas in your topic, you add a call and action note, select your flow from the list.
Simple enough.
Then the crucial step, map the variables you collected in the bot to the flow's input parameters. That's how the bot tells the flow what to do with what data.
And then use the return value.
And finally, use the flow's return values in the bot's next message. Like, great, your ticket number is, ticket number will reach out soon, makes the interaction complete.
So what's the big picture benefit here for the user, for the business?
The benefits are profound. Your bots connect directly to line-of-business apps, external APIs. They perform real-time actions based on user input. It transforms static help bots into intelligent, automated agents.
Capable of much more than just Q&A.
Way more. And it creates these scalable, reusable automation components for enterprise use. It unlocks the full potential of low-code by enabling custom logic, rich data interactions, seamless process automation, all through an intuitive chat interface. It really makes conversations actionable.
Okay, now for a bot to be truly smart, it needs memory, right? It needs context. It needs to remember past interactions or fetch up-to-the-minute data.
Which brings us squarely to Microsoft Dataverse.
The central data platform.
Absolutely central. It's Microsoft's secure, scalable data platform for the entire Power Platform. Think of it as a robust cloud database. Lets you securely store, retrieve, manipulate business data efficiently.
So the bot can actually read, write, update structured records during a conversation. That's a massive step up.
Huge step. It brings dynamic intelligence, the core concepts. Dataverse itself, with its tables basically, organized database tables for your business data, like support requests, customer profiles, employee info.
Okay.
Then variables in PVA capture user input or flow data. That data gets passed seamlessly to Dataverse via Power Automate.
Power Automate is the bridge again.
It's the crucial mechanism allowing the bot to query, create, or update Dataverse data during the conversation.
Let's make this concrete. What are some real-world use cases?
Okay, imagine an employee self-service bot. You ask, how many vacation days do I have left? It queries Dataverse and tells you the real-time balance.
Nice.
Or a customer service bot looks up your open support tickets from Dataverse. Or maybe even creates a new case record in your CRM directly from the chat.
So it interacts with your core systems.
Exactly. An onboarding assistant could capture new hire info during a chat, stored as a new record in Dataverse for HRIT follow-up. Or a product lookup bot queries a Dataverse product catalog for specs, availability pricing in real time.
These aren't just theoretical. These are actual solutions making businesses more agile.
That's precisely the point. The benefits are immense. You get data-driven personalization bots, greet you by name, summarize your account data. You get context-aware automation bots make smarter decisions based on live backend data.
And easier data entry.
Seamless data entry. Bots collect and update structured records via natural language. Removes manual effort. Plus, you get enterprise-grade reliability, auditing, compliance from Dataverse for critical data. It bridges conversational interfaces and real business data. Smarter bots, better efficiency, happier users.
Now let's talk engagement. Bland text responses can be, well, Bland, what if your chatbot could deliver visually rich, interactive content right in the chat window?
That's where adaptive cards and rich responses empower virtual agents really shine.
Adaptive cards. Tell me more.
They're a game changer for user experience. It's a JSON-based UI framework from Microsoft. Lets you create structured, visually appealing, highly interactive content.
So instead of just text,
Your bot can include clickable buttons, drop-downs, images, formatted text, right in the chat interface, transforms it into a mini app almost.
okay, so it's like a dynamic interface unfolding in the chat. My analogy here, drawing from the Bemanda material, is they're like dynamic flyers your receptionist hands out.
Right.
Filled with clickable options, real-time info, instead of just shouting across the room.
That's a perfect analogy. They significantly improve engagement, reduce friction by providing clear options, and support guided decision-making by walking users through steps.
Any limitations? Where do they work best?
Important point. They are best supported, offer the richest experience in Microsoft Teams. Their full functionality can sometimes be limited in other channels, like a basic web chat or maybe Facebook Messenger.
Good to know. How do you actually use them? Sounds like building visuals in a bot could be tricky.
It's surprisingly structured, actually. First, you'd typically design your card in the official Adaptive Card Designer tool. It's visual drag-and-drop text blocks, input fields, buttons, images onto a canvas.
Okay.
You usually pick Microsoft Teams as the target host in the designer to preview exactly how it'll look. Once designed, that visual layout gets translated into structured JSON like a blueprint that Power Automate can understand and deliver.
So design visually, get the JSON blueprint. Then what? How does it get into the bot?
Right, PDA doesn't directly handle raw JSON cards, so the trick is to host the logic in Power Automate. Create a flow triggered by PVA.
Another flow.
Yep, use a specific action like post an adaptive card and wait for a response. That's a Teams connector action. Paste your JSON into that action's body.
Can you make the card dynamic? Use user data?
Absolutely. You can use dynamic values within the JSON to personalize it, user's name, case number, etc. And crucially, configure the flow to return any user responses from the card, a button, click, text input, back to PVA.
And then connect that flow to the bot topic.
Exactly. In your bot topic, insert a call and action node. Select the flow that posts the card. Map any required inputs from bot variables to the flow.
And use the response from the card.
That's the powerful part. Use the returned values from the card submission to guide the rest of the conversation. Creates truly dynamic, interactive experiences.
So instead of asking like 5 separate questions for a support ticket,
You could present all those input fields and options efficiently in one interactive card.
exactly.
What are other examples?
A support ticket summary card for confirmation. A user feedback form with star ratings and comments right in the chat. Or a dynamic navigation menu with clickable buttons. Submit request, check status, talk to agent.
The benefits seem clear then. Vastly improved user experience.
Higher engagement because it's interactive.
Efficient decision-making for the user.
And a much more professional, visually appealing presentation of business data. It moves bots beyond simple text into powerful interactive tools. Okay, before we shift gears, let's pause for a quick knowledge check, drawing on what we've learned from the Bemanda technology material. First question. Imagine you're building that internal IT help desk chatbot. What are 2 different ways Power Automate and Dataverse could enhance its functionality beyond just basic FAQs?
And a second question. Why are adaptive cards particularly useful when deploying a PVA bot in Microsoft Teams? How do they fundamentally differ from basic text responses in terms of that user experience? Take a moment to think about those.
And the sticky takeaway for this section, Power Virtual Agents isn't just about answering questions. It's about building intelligent, interactive digital assistants that streamline processes and deeply enhance user engagement.
Now let's pivot. Let's talk about something truly transformative, something rapidly changing the game. Copilot in Power Platform.
Copilot. What if you had an intelligent assistant who could literally translate your ideas into fully functional apps, flows, dashboards in minutes, just by listening?
That's the extraordinary power of Copilot. It's Microsoft's groundbreaking generative AI assistant built on the cutting-edge Azure OpenAI service, leveraging large language models, LLMs.
It sounds like a fundamental shift.
It is a fundamental paradigm shift in low-code development, profoundly transforming how solutions are conceived, created, deployed across the entire Power Platform.
A true co-creator, then. How should we think about what it does? Is it like having a really smart assistant who just gets you?
That's a perfect way to put it. Copilot is like having that helpful, incredibly intelligent assistant who understands your natural language. You just describe what you want to achieve.
In plain English.
In plain English. And it instantly drafts the first version of this solution app, workflow, report, whatever, ready for your immediate refinement.
Which lowers the barrier significantly.
Hugely. It minimizes technical barriers, empowers non-technical users to participate much more actively in solution development, and accelerates that time to value exponentially.
Okay, that's incredibly impactful. How does Copilot actually show up across the different Power Platform tools? Where is this co-creator at work?
It's seamlessly embedded into each core component. In Power Apps, Copilot can generate entire app screens, design Dataverse tables, establish relationships, even suggest complex PowerFactos formulas.
All from a prompt.
All based on natural language prompts. For example, create an app to manage inventory with fields for item name, quantity, and reorder level. Boom. It builds the initial structure, dramatically reduces manual formula writing, speeds up UI prototyping.
Okay, Power Apps. What about automating processes with Power Automate?
In Power Automate, Copilot excels at building and editing cloud flows from plain language instructions. You might say, send a weekly report every Monday at 9 a.m. from Excel to my manager. Copilot drafts the triggers, actions, connections.
Simplifying even complex workflows.
Makes process automation accessible to almost anyone.
And for the chatbots we just discussed, Power Virtual Agents.
In Power Virtual Agents, Copilot revolutionizes bot design. It can create conversation topics, suggest relevant trigger phrases, even draft entire dialogue flows from simple descriptions. A prompt like, create a topic to collect IT support requests. It jumpstarts your bot's logic, enabling business users to contribute without a deep technical background.
And finally, Power BI for data analysis.
In Power BI, Copilot interprets your natural language questions to generate visuals, summaries, reports. You could ask, show sales trends by region for last quarter.
Making data analysis conversational.
Exactly. Accessible, incredibly fast, democratizing data insights across the organization.
Let's dive deeper into Power Apps for a moment. How does Copilot use natural language there to generate layouts, logic, data models?
Okay, the process usually starts by launching Power Apps Studio with the Start with Copilot experience. You describe your app needs in plain English. Copilot gets to work.
What can it actually create?
It's impressive. It can create and suggest Dataverse tables complete with data types relationships. It auto-generates core app components, screens, controls like forms, galleries, and it even suggests PowerFactos formulas for the underlying logic. It takes a lot of the heavy lifting off your plate.
So it's not a blank canvas anymore. It's guided, intelligent creation.
Exactly. Drastically reduces manual formula writing, speeds up UI prototyping, enables incredibly rapid development, even from just a basic idea. It's like having an expert app developer drafting your initial vision 24/7.
Okay. Power Automate. Automating those repetitive tasks, huge value there. How does Copilot help?
Copilot in Power Automate translates your natural language prompts directly into complete workflows, removes the complexity of configuring individual actions. You describe the goal. When a new row is added to Excel, email the assigned team member with task details.
And Copilot builds it.
It analyzes that, proposes the trigger and action blocks pre-configured with suggested connections.
And you can tweak it afterwards, right? It's not just a one-shot deal.
Yeah, precisely. You refine it, add step-by-step enhancements through more prompts, like add a condition to check if priority is high before sending the email.
Can it help with complex logic?
Yes. It can even generate complex PowerFactos expressions with clear explanations. Makes advanced logic much more accessible, more understandable for non-developers. Huge benefit.
Let's do another role play based on the Bemanda scenarios. David, a sales manager, talking to Copilot.
Okay.
David, okay, Copilot, need a flow. When a new sales lead comes in from our web form, automatically create a task for the sales team in Planner, then send a notification to our Teams Microsoft Teams channel. Got it.
Copilot. Understood. I've drafted a flow. When a new response is submitted to a form, create a task in Planner and post a message in Teams. Does this look right?
David, almost perfect. Quick change. Can you add a step? Check if the lead's industry is healthcare before sending the Teams message. If it is, I want a separate, specific message highlighting it as a priority.
Copilot. Adding a condition for healthcare industry and a separate message branch. Flow updated.
Wow, that's incredibly dynamic. Responsive. And it works similarly for Power Virtual Agents, too, for chatbot development.
Precisely. Natural language-driven chatbot development. You start with a simple prompt to generate complete topics, trigger phrases, dialogue steps, variables, confirmation messages.
You mean example prompt?
Sure. Build a topic to let users check their order status using an order number. Copilot then provides a solid foundation for that conversation.
And it can refine and expand on that initial draft.
Yes. It suggests improvements, additions to make it more robust, adding follow-up questions, branching logic for different inputs, clarifying prompts. It generates smart replies, suggests diverse trigger phrases to enhance NLU.
Can it help connect to Power Automate?
It can even assist with prompt-based automation, helping you connect topics to flows for that complex back-end logic. For an IT support bot, you might just prompt. Create a topic to submit an IT support ticket with name, device, and issue description. Copilot drafts the whole interaction.
Okay, last one in this group, Power BI. How does Copilot apply its intelligence there?
In Power BI, Copilot focuses on natural language interaction with your data for visualizations and summaries. Ask data questions conversationally, like you would an analyst.
Right.
Show sales trends by region for the last quarter. Copilot intelligently auto-generates the right visuals, bar charts, line graphs to answer you.
Can it summarize insights too? That sounds incredibly useful for, say, busy executives.
It does. Summarizes key trends, patterns in plain English, makes complex insights immediately accessible. You can also ask follow-up prompts to refine charts, generate or enhance smart narrative visuals that tell a story from the data.
Even get help with complex formulas.
Yep. Get DAX formula suggestions with clear explanations for advanced calculations. It truly makes data analysis conversational, accessible to a much broader audience, empowers more people to get value from their data.
This sounds incredible, but it also feels like you need to know how to talk to it effectively, how to phrase things, which brings us to prompt engineering.
Crucial skill. Prompt engineering, despite the technical name, isn't complex jargon. It's simply the art and science of communicating clear intent, providing context, defining constraints to the AI.
So what makes a good prompt?
A good prompt precisely defines what you want, the purpose, required components, and any specific limitations or rules. Clarity is key.
Give us some examples from the Bemanda material, a good prompt for each tool.
Okay, for Power Apps, create a Canvas app to log customer service requests with fields for customer name, issue type, use a dropdown, status, use a choice field, and resolution notes. Very specific.
Core Power Automate.
Power Automate. Build a flow that triggers when a file is added to a specific SharePoint folder, sends a Microsoft Teams message to the HR team with the file name, and then moves the file to a reviewed folder. Clear steps, clear targets.
And for our chatbots in PVA.
Power Virtual Agents. Make a topic for IT support requests. First ask for user's name, then device, then issue description, then urgency. If urgency is high, automatically escalate to a human agent. Clear logic flow.
And Power BI.
Power BI. Show a column chart of our monthly sales by region for the current fiscal year. Please add a filter to exclude canceled orders. Specific visual, specific data, specific filter.
Are there more advanced prompting techniques?
Yes, absolutely. You can use layering instructions, break down requests into sequential stages. Iterative refinement is key. Don't aim for perfection first time. Use follow-up prompts to adjust.
Okay.
Scenario framing provide more background context so Copilot understands the bigger picture. And prompting with sample values, if creating data structure, give examples of the data. Helps Copilot infer the right types and structure.
So to sum up prompt engineering, be specific, add context, use examples, iterate, avoid vague language, specify the output format.
Exactly. Prompt engineering is that crucial bridge between your business vision and the AI-generated execution. The clearer you communicate, the better the result. Be the conductor, not the coder.
Now, Copilot is brilliant, a powerful assistant, but like any assistant, it's not perfect, right?
Yeah.
Not infallible.
Absolutely not. This is where the human touch is essential. The process of fine-tuning and reviewing Copilot-generated logic.
Why is that so critical?
Copilot gives an incredible head start, dramatically accelerating things, but human review is vital for correctness, security, efficiency, and most importantly, perfect alignment with your specific, nuanced business requirements. Never ever assume correctness. Copilot's a co-creator, not an oracle.
So what key areas should we, the humans, be checking for each tool? Let's start with Power Apps formulas.
Okay, for PowerFX formulas in Power Apps, check field names match data sources, data types are compatible, logic accurately reflects business rules. For instance, Copilot might give you a simple filter, but you might need to add delegation-friendly filters for handling large data sets efficiently, or replace hard-coded values with variables for maintainability.
Good point. What about Power Automate workflows, conditions, expressions?
For workflow conditions expressions in Power Automate, Verify dynamic content tokens reference the right fields from previous steps. Ensure conditions handle all scenarios, nulls, errors, check expression syntax. You might need to add robust error handling, retry policies, or split complex conditions into simpler, readable branches for reliability.
Makes sense. And the bot dialogue logic from PVA?
For bot dialogue logic in PVA, ensure all possible user paths are covered, even unexpected ones. Validate user inputs properly. Check the language tone aligns with your brand. You might need fallback steps for invalid responses or use language variables for localization if needed.
And finally, Power BI's DAX formulas. They can get tricky.
For DAX formulas in Power BI, check correct use of measures versus calculated columns. Ensure proper time intelligence functions for data analysis. Confirm visual compatibility to prevent weird data aggregations. You might need to optimize patterns for large models for performance or format outputs for clarity.
So the best practices are clear. Never assume correctness. Align with business rules and edge cases. Replace hard-coded values. Test incrementally. Use consistent naming conventions.
Yes, your human refinement transforms Copilot's excellent starting points into production-grade solutions. Robust, secure, perfectly aligned. It's a powerful partnership. Human ingenuity plus AI efficiency.
This leads nicely to another integration where Copilot shines. Simplifying Dataverse schema creation using natural language sounds like a massive time saver for back-end setup.
It absolutely is. Copilot dramatically accelerates creating your underlying data model. You just describe the table you need in plain English. Like create a table for employee certifications with fields for employee name, certification name, issue date, and expiry date. Copilot intelligently auto-generates the table in Dataverse, complete with columns, suggested data types, even proposes relationships to existing tables if relevant.
So it helps define fields, relationships, just by talking. That's huge.
Exactly. Creates tables, defines fields, generates relationships, lookups, one-to-many. Can even build basic views and forms for your Dataverse tables. This means citizen makers, even those new to database design, can confidently build well-structured data layers without deep technical knowledge.
Truly democratizing back-end creation.
It really is. And once created, these Dataverse tables are immediately ready for use in Power Apps, Power Automate, PVA with minimal manual setup. Accelerates overall solution deployment significantly, making complex data modeling accessible.
Let's wrap up Copilot by looking at its real-world impact. Where is it making a difference, and what common design patterns are emerging?
Copilot is fundamentally accelerating digital transformation by lowering technical barriers across many industries. In healthcare, building patient appointment apps faster. In HR, automating complex employee onboarding. Retail benefits from rapid inventory management app development. Education, quick course feedback bots. Finance, generating monthly report automation.
And these translate into common design patterns developers can leverage.
Yes. One big one is the data-driven app scaffold. Generate tables, screens, forms from prompts. Perfect for expense tracking, simple CRMs. Another is trigger action flow automation. Describe an event and outcome. Copilot builds the flow. Ideal for alerts, deadline management, email processing.
What about patterns for bots and data?
We see the guided chatbot conversation pattern. Copilot helps structure topics with questions, confirmations, escalations. Great for customer support, HR queries. For data, data summary and visualization. Ask Copilot for visual summaries, key metrics, rapidly generates elements for BI dashboards, sales reports.
And tying things together.
Precisely. The request logging and status tracking pattern combines Dataverse with an app or bot to log requests, update statuses intelligently, ideal for IT support, service desks. These patterns show how Copilot acts as an intelligent accelerator across the whole development lifecycle.
Okay, another round of revision questions for you, drawing from the Bemanda insights. If you're a marketing manager, how could Copilot and Power BI help you understand campaign performance without needing to learn complex formulas or data modeling?
And second, why is prompt engineering so critical when working with Copilot across the Power Platform? What's one key best practice for crafting effective prompts to get the results you actually want?
Our sticky takeaway for Copilot. Copilot isn't just an assistant, it's a game changer, democratizing development and turning your natural language ideas into tangible, intelligent solutions faster than ever before.
Okay, moving beyond Copilot now, let's talk about the broader, more advanced AI capabilities available directly within the Power Platform.
Right. What if your existing business data could automatically predict future trends? Or intelligently process documents? Understand customer sentiment? all without complex coding or needing a team of data scientists.
This represents the foundational role of AI in Microsoft's vision for the Power Platform, embedding intelligence at every level, creating smarter, more adaptive, more human-centric solutions.
What kind of capabilities are we talking about here?
A whole spectrum. Building predictive models, enabling automated decision-making, generating natural language summaries, understanding sentiment in text, classifying data, performing trend analysis, powering rich conversational experiences.
And how are these delivered?
Through powerful mechanisms like AI Builder, the Copilot features we just discussed, and various pre-built AI models. The benefits: tremendous. Increased accessibility to AI, boosted productivity, scalability, consistency, and profound innovation possibilities.
Let's delve into AI Builder first. I like the idea of it being your no-code AI studio. It seems to simplify things that used to be incredibly complex.
Yeah, my analogy for AI Builder, based on the Bemanda material, is it's like your highly efficient digital intern, capable of sorting, recognizing, predicting at scale. You train it a few times on your specific data, then it handles repetitive, intelligent tasks perfectly, tirelessly.
It's a low-code AI service then, adding intelligence to apps and workflows without needing data science expertise.
Exactly. And it starts with pre-built models you can use right out of the box. No training required.
Oh, really? Like what?
Ready-to-use models for common business scenarios. Things like the business card reader, invoice and receipt processing for standard documents, language detection, sentiment analysis, key phrase extraction, and text recognition OCR for getting text from images. Just plug them into your flows or apps and go.
Okay, pre-built is useful, but the real power is probably in custom models, right? Tailored to specific needs.
That's where it gets truly powerful and specific to your business. For custom AI models, you train them with your own data. For example, form processing.
For extracting data from your specific documents.
Exactly. Custom invoices, surveys, application forms, upload 5 or more samples, manually tag the fields you want extracted: invoice number, vendor, total, and the model learns to extract them automatically from new, similar documents.
What about prediction?
Prediction models can forecast binary outcomes like, will a customer churn, yes, no, or predict numerical values. Uses your historical data to spot patterns and predict future events.
And for images or classifying text?
Object detection lets you detect and count specific physical objects in images products on a shelf, equipment in a factory. Category classification assigns categories based on input data, super useful for auto-tagging support tickets or customer feedback. And entity extraction identifies named entities from unstructured text dates, product names, locations from comments.
Give us a conceptual walkthrough. Building a custom prediction model, say, for customer churn. How does that work?
Conceptually, navigate to AI Builder on the Power Platform. Choose prediction model type. Select your data source, maybe a Dataverse table, maybe Excel containing historical customer data with a clear outcome labeled, like will churn, yes, no.
Okay.
Define the field you want to predict, will churn. Select the input fields you think influence it: number of support calls, satisfaction score, usage frequency. The platform trains the model on that history. You review its performance metrics for accuracy, then publish it.
And once published,
You integrate it into a Power Automate Flow or Power App to get real-time predictions as new customer data comes in.
these really are like digital interns learning from your data. Benefits seem clear. No-code, low-code AI for business users, rapid prototyping, seamless integration, all secure and compliant on Azure.
Exactly. But what if AI Builder isn't quite enough? What if you need, say, real-time translation with extreme accuracy, or understanding subtle emotions and feedback with more nuance?
That's where you unlock more advanced AI.
That's where you integrate Azure Cognitive Services with the Power Platform.
Okay, what are Azure Cognitive Services? How do they fit in?
They're a comprehensive collection of cloud-hosted AI APIs, application programming interfaces. They leverage Microsoft's cutting-edge AI research, offer a much broader, deeper range of intelligent capabilities.
Like what specifically?
Highly accurate language understanding, sophisticated image and document analysis, real-time translation for tons of languages, advanced speech recognition and synthesis. They provide more powerful, flexible, customizable AI beyond AI Builder's pre-built scope.
And they break down into categories.
Yes. Language services. LEOIS for intent recognition, helping bots understand complex commands. Text analytics. Sentiment, key phrases, translator. Vision services, computer vision, objects, text, scenes, and images. OCR, custom vision, train custom image classifiers. And speech services, speech to text, text to speech, speech translation for voice apps.
So how do they differ from AI Builder when choose one over the other?
Good question. AI Builder is excellent for ready-to-use low-code models for common scenarios, form processing, simple predictions. Azure Cognitive Services offer much deeper AI, more advanced, highly customizable, domain-specific use cases.
Give me an example.
If you need real-time, highly accurate translation for a global customer base or nuanced sentient analysis understanding subtle emotional shifts, you typically opt for the power and flexibility of Cognitive Services. AI Builder handles maybe 80% of common needs. Cognitive Services unlock that remaining 20% of specialized requirements.
How do you actually integrate these? Sounds potentially complex.
Two main approaches designed to be accessible. First, Power Automate plus HTTP connector. Most direct way to call Cognitive Services APIs from flows for backend processes.
Like what?
Analyzing text sentiment from emails, tagging images in SharePoint, translating form responses before storing them. Power Automate handles the API calls.
Okay, that's one way. What's the other?
Second, Power Apps plus custom connector. Ideal when you need to reuse API calls across multiple screens or apps. Makes the AI function directly accessible within your custom apps.
How does that work?
A custom connector acts as a wrapper around the Cognitive Service API. Makes it callable via simple Power Apps formulas, like customconnector.translate, text input 1.text NFR. Gives app creators clean, repeatable access to external AI without needing to understand the underlying API calls.
Give us some real-world examples of this integration in action.
Okay, real-time text translation in a multilingual app. User types text. It's sent via Power Automate to the translator API, translated output displayed instantly to another user in their language. Image recognition. Power App uploads image to computer vision API, detected objects or tags are returned and stored. Sentiment detection. Send customer comments to text analytics, maybe escalate if sentiment is negative. Chatbots. PVA sends user utterances to LUIS for accurate, complex intent detection, ensuring the right response.
So these services dramatically enhance the intelligence you can embed, make solutions more responsive, sophisticated.
They really do. Transform apps and workflows. Push the boundaries of low code by bringing enterprise-grade AI within reach.
Let's talk about something super practical. Automating documents. Eliminating manual data entry from invoices, contracts, forms, saving hours, reducing errors.
This is one of the most impactful, tangible applications of AI in Power Platform right now. AI-powered document processing, mainly via AI Builder's form processing models. Automates extracting key value pairs, text blocks, tabular data from structured or semi-structured documents, teaching a computer to read your specific forms.
What are the core capabilities of that form processing model?
Truly no-code model training. Upload 5+ sample docs with the same layout. Manually tag the fields you want extracted invoice number, vendor, total amount. The model learns to recognize and extract that info from new, similar docs.
Does it handle tables? Multi-page documents?
Yep. Supports both field and tabular data recognition. Handles multi-page docs. Works with PDF, JPG, PNG, TIFF formats.
And the integration with Power Automate is key to making it operational.
Yes. AI Builder models are invoked via the extract information from forms, action, and Power Automate flows. This processes incoming docs, extracts the data, makes it available as dynamic content for later steps in the flow.
What triggers these flows?
Could be diverse. Email attachment arrives, file uploaded to SharePoint Drive, form submission from a Power App.
And after the data is extracted, what happens then? How does it transform the workflow?
Common post-extraction actions. Store data in SharePoint lists, Dataverse tables, route docs for human approval if needed, e.g. invoice over dollars. Send alerts to Teams or email. Populate BI reports automatically.
Result.
Dramatically faster responses, approvals, better data availability for decisions, significant reduction in manual data entry errors, frees up staff for higher value work.
Let's do that role play again from the Bemanda material. Maria, team lead, talking to Alex, a new team member, about the old invoice process.
Yeah.
Maria, Alex, remember when you first started how we used to manually type everything from every invoice number, vendor, total, took hours every week?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I saw that pile on the desk. Looked absolutely daunting. So how does AI Builder help now? Did it actually make a difference?
Maria,
Yeah.
Game changer. Now, invoice comes in via email. Power Automate flow triggers, sends the PDF to our AI Builder model, which, get this, we trained ourselves on just a few samples. It's like having a super fast, super accurate digital clerk reading every detail.
It extracts the key info automatically.
Yep. Invoice number, vendor, date, amount, automatically. Then the flow logs it directly into our SharePoint list, if it's over a certain amount. Sends a team's approval request to finance. No more manual typing, no more errors, no more piles.
That's a fantastic example, Maria. Really shows how AI Builder turns static documents into actionable data, streamlining a tedious process.
Finally, let's look ahead. Predictive analytics and Power BI. Beyond just knowing what happened, what if your dashboards could tell you what's likely to happen next?
Huge shift from reactive reporting to proactive decision-making.
How does Power BI enable that?
Power BI, enhanced with AI, automates insight discovery, surfaces key influencing factors behind outcomes, forecasts future results, even lets you engage data with natural language for real-time insights. Critical shift from retrospective BI to proactive.
What are the core AI capabilities in Power BI driving this?
Okay, first, the key influencer's visual identifies factors driving an outcome. What influences customer churn or product returns tells you why.
Powerful. What else?
The decomposition tree lets you intuitively drill down into data hierarchies, explore contributors to changes. Why did Q2 profits drop? Why did sales increase here? Helps you understand the components.
And natural language queries are here too.
Yes, the Q&A visual, incredibly impactful. Users ask natural language questions, type or speak. What were total sales in California last year? Power BI instantly generates visuals to answer it.
Making data interaction easy.
Very easy. And finally, forecasting and time series analysis, built right into line charts. Projects future values based on historical trends, helps anticipate demand, predict staffing needs.
And for even deeper predictions, can it connect to machine learning models?
Absolutely. Advanced integration with Azure Machine Learning, AML, allows you to score new data using trained ML models, visualize predictions for add probability, risk scores directly in Power BI reports, run batch inference on large data sets, drive smarter, faster, more confident decisions by making AI predictions accessible.
Okay, let's tie it all together. End-to-end AI solutions. Real-world architectures. How do AI Builder, Cognitive Services, Power Automate, Power Apps, PVA combine to solve context business challenges?
This is where the full power of Power Platform AI is unleashed. Think healthcare, patient intake and risk prediction. AI Builder form processing extracts data from intake forms. Azure Cognitive Services Text Analytics analyzes symptoms for urgency. Power Automate triggers triage routing, updates Dataverse records. Power Apps Dashboard displays risk-based sorting for clinical staff, prioritizes care.
Wow, that's comprehensive. What about finance? Lots of documents, potential errors there.
Finance, invoice processing and fraud detection. AI Builder form processing extracts invoice details. Azure ML integration flags potential fraud using a prediction model. Power BI visualizes risk scores, spending trends, may be embedded in teams for immediate finance visibility, approvals.
Customer service must be huge, too.
It is. Imagine a virtual agent with sentiment-based escalation. PVA handles routine questions. Cognitive Services Text Analytics analyzes user sentiment in real time during the chat.
Sentiment turns negative.
Power Automate automatically escalates to a live agent. Provides full chat context, creates a ticket in Dynamics 365 or similar. Frustrated customers get immediate human help.
Makes sense. And retail, visuals are important there.
Retail, inventory management with image classification. Azure Cognitive Services Custom Vision, trained to classify shelf conditions out of stock, needs restocking from images. Power Applets store employees capture images. Power Automate updates inventory status in Dataverse or SAP. Power BI dashboard shows real-time, location-based stock levels, prevents lost sales.
Incredible examples of combining these tools for end-to-end intelligent solutions, solving real problems.
They really illustrate the best practices for AI architectures and Power Platform, as highlighted in the Bemanda material. Start with a clear business problem. Use environment segregation, DECPROD. Adopt modular architecture for reuse. Implement logging monitoring. Ensure airtight security. Adhere to data loss prevention policies. It's about building intelligent, adaptable, scalable solutions securely and efficiently.
All right, 2 final revision questions for you. First, describe a scenario where you'd choose AI Builder over Azure Cognitive Services for integrating AI into a Power Platform solution. And then conversely, a scenario where you'd definitely choose Cognitive Services over AI Builder.
And second, how does AI-powered document processing with AI Builder fundamentally change a traditional workflow like invoice handling? What are 2 key benefits an organization would realize from making that transformation?
And the sticky takeaway for this final section on AI and Power Platform is AI and Power Platform isn't magic. It's your new superpower, transforming data into actionable insights and automating the impossible, making every business smarter and more agile.
So we've taken a really deep dive today, haven't we, into Power Virtual Agents, Copilot, the broader AI in the Microsoft Power Platform. all powered by those extensive insights from the Bemanda technology training materials.
We really have. We saw how Power virtual agents act like those tireless, smart digital receptionists, handling chats, taking action. We explored Copilot, your brilliant AI co-creator, turning plain English into apps, flows, reports incredibly fast.
And we uncovered how AI Builder and Azure Cognitive Services bring that advanced intelligence document processing predictive analytics right into your low-code solutions, making complex AI accessible.
So why does all this matter to you, our listener? These tools fundamentally empower you. Doesn't matter if you're a seasoned dev or totally new to tech. You can build intelligent, responsive, efficient solutions for your business challenges.
They drastically cut down manual effort, speed up development cycles, and honestly open up a world of innovation possibilities that were, well, pretty much unimaginable just a short time ago.
So the final thought, the provocative question. If you can simply describe what you want and an AI like Copilot can help build it, what complex, nagging problem in your daily work will you tackle first?
We really encourage you, based on everything we've discussed from the Bemanda material, start small. Try building a simple sample chatbot for basic FAQs, or use Copilot to describe a straightforward automation you've always wanted. Just see what it builds.
Absolutely. The best way to learn to unlock this power is just by doing it.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive today, drawing on that extensive knowledge from the Bemanda technology training materials. We hope you feel incredibly well informed and maybe even inspired to leverage this transformative power of AI in your own solutions.